I undertook in 1959 to make a better world. That's been my occupation. This was my identification card when I came to Germany in 1948. I discovered war, I discovered poverty, I discovered violence and destruction. I discovered my future. A picture of myself at that time as I was arriving in Germany with my father. And this is in Frankfurt in January of 1948. So the generations, is as you're sort of doing, how do you pass the stories around? So I pass the stories. There was a singer who I had been aware of named Paul Robeson. He was quite a remarkable person, had a great voice. And my parents had some records of him singing labor songs and spiritual songs. And then after the war, he was kind of blacklisted because he was friendly to the Soviet Union. And they put him out of the country. They wouldn't let him back. Then he came back to America, was let back, and he was going to be able to sing. And so I was asked to get him a place to sing in Ann Arbor. And I went to the university. Can Paul Robeson, can he sing at the University of Michigan? Oh no, he couldn't sing here. We have a committee that approves singers and he could not be approved. And so then I went to the Elks Club. Oh no, he could not sing here. Could he sing at the West Park Band Shell? The city said, no, we could not let him sing here. Then I got a letter addressed to me and had some initials on it addressed to me. I opened it. It had, the letterhead, a copy of the letterhead of Adolf Hitler, Chancellery, Berlin, saying that if you keep wanting to get that nigger commie to sing in Ann Arbor, you're in deep trouble, stop immediately. Signed German American Bund, Ann Arbor, Michigan. This was mid-1950s. So did I know there was a Nazi Bund in Ann Arbor, Michigan in the mid-1950s? No, I did not. No. When I got done with high school, I wanted to just get out of Ann Arbor, see the world, go somewhere else. And I was persuaded to stay and continue my education. So in college, I was introduced to political ideas when I saw a gaggle of people holding signs, and I asked them, so what is this about? And they began to explain about academic freedom and faculty people who were being disciplined for refusing to testify to the House Committee on Un-American Activities. And I was wondering, what are these un-American activities? Then they began to introduce me to singers I had never heard of and books I had never heard of, and my education began. After some interaction with these people, they reflected to me that there was really no political discussion of any sort at the university. McCarthyism had pretty much closed down all the political groups. There was no such group that just talked about what's happening politically in the world. And they encouraged me as a freshman, oh, Alan, why don't you, I think I was Al, why don't you start a political group? You can just, get a form and get a few people to sign with you. And so I did that, and we began the Political Issues Club at the University of Michigan in the end of 1954, I think. PIC. And it gradually evolved and became the beginning of the Students for Democratic Society, the SDS. And the commons is commonly pooled resources self-managed by the users. And it is the common practice all over the world since the world began of how people cooperate to do stuff together. This is not simply a good hippie idea. It is a human practice for thousands of years that the corporations want to take over, privatize the water, privatize the forests, cut down the trees, build up luxury housing that they can make big money out of, like in the northeast of Ann Arbor, the Concord development, where they're cutting down the old growth trees to make 50-some luxury houses, when they say that the objective of Ann Arbor is to have a sustainable development. Cutting down the trees for luxury houses ain't it. So the commons is an effort all over the world, even in Ann Arbor.